Hey YouTube world, it's Natural Grace here, back for another video. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe if you like what you see. And for all the people who have subscribed, thank you so much for coming back and checking out another video. So one of the most common questions that I get is, what do I eat in a day and how do I meal prep? So I decided today to shoot a video on what a typical meal prep day looks like for me. So I will say, if you are a plant-based or a vegan eater, then meal prepping for a week, like a full 5 to 7 days at a time, may not be feasible just because you're eating a lot of fresh whole foods and they go bad, after a few days. So what I do, I meal prep for about 3 days at a time. And then by then, I'm tired of whatever I had anyway, most of the time, and I want to switch it up. So I'm going to show you a 3-day meal prep, a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you can customize any of these that I've made. This is just what I do, but each meal that I'm making is very customizable. You can add things to take them away, switch some ingredients around. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. Okay, so for this meal, this is good as like your first meal of the day or breakfast. It's a chia seed / overnight oat pudding. And what I'll be using this time is some blueberry. These are frozen blueberries, but since we're going to put them in the fridge, they'll unfreeze overnight. I got some fresh strawberry and pomegranate seeds. For my base, I'm going to use some Quaker oats, some chia seeds, and almond milk. Today I'm going to be using the chocolate kind. And as a topping, I'm going to use some sliced almonds. Okay, so to assemble, I like to start off with my milk so that my oatmeal doesn't stick to the bottom. Then I add in my oatmeal. I use about a cup of oatmeal. Okay, next I start adding my fruit. I add in my blueberries, and my strawberries, and my pomegranate. Then I like to add my chia seeds. I use about a tablespoonful. Okay, so then I added a little more milk to the top just to kind of soak up everything. Make sure that you don't fill your jar all the way to the top. You need a little room to shake things up. From there, you just put your lid on tight, shake it up. Make sure everything gets mixed up really good. You don't want all your oatmeal sitting on the bottom. Make sure everything's nice and mixed. What's going to happen is the chia seeds are going to turn the milk into a pudding-like substance when you put it in the refrigerator. And then you're going to stick those in the fridge and they will thicken up and be perfect for the morning. For my salad, I'm going to need some spinach. I'm going to use red quinoa, sweet potato, dates, apple, and crushed almonds. So for my quinoa, I use a rice cooker, and you cook it the same way. Rice, just put that in there. So I preheat my oven to 430. I'm going to stick my potatoes in there. Now, depending on how many potatoes you have and your oven, you might need to adjust the temperature, but it usually takes about 40 minutes or so. So make sure you flip your sweet potatoes so they don't burn. I usually do it about halfway through. Okay, so after everything's cooked, you can assemble it however you'd like. But I have my spinach, my cooked quinoa, roasted potato, almonds, green apple, and dates. And yeah, You can use any kind of dressing you like. I have a lemon vinaigrette dressing that I use, but you can add any kind of dressing that you would like, and it's very, very filling, very high in nutrients, and it's one of my new favorite go-tos. I just started making this salad. Okay, so for my last meal, I'm going to make a stir fry. And so I'll be using organic wheat noodles. Make sure when you get noodles that they're vegan, because sometimes noodles can contain egg. So this is one of my favorite though. I get it from a market. And I'm gonna need onion, broccoli, roasted corn. I'm gonna use some peppers and onions. Sometimes I use fresh, sometimes I use frozen. Just depends on what I have in my fridge. I have some carrot slices. I'm going to use sesame seed oil and a little soy sauce. And for flavor, I'm using red chili flakes and some garlic. Okay, I'm starting off with my garlic and sesame oil, and I just let that get hot. So first I add my broccoli in there. I usually do that first because it takes a little longer to cook. Now, but I don't want to overcook it because, like I said, this is for meal prep and it's going in the microwave. So I just cook it just enough to where it's not raw. And I mix that around in the garlic and oil. So for anything that I have to put in the microwave and reheat, I try to use glass containers. I don't like heating things in plastic just because plastic has chemicals in it, and I just feel better using glass whenever I can. I know it gets pretty heavy if you have to, if you're doing meal prep and lugging things back and forth, but usually one meal of the day is in the microwave. So these are my glass containers. And there you have it, folks. This is 3 days worth of meal prep. 3 days, 3 meals. Just put your meals in the fridge and grab them and go. That is always the best. This way you won't mess up. You won't not have anything to eat. When you plan, you are good to go. Well, there we have it. 3 meals for 3 days. Have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Please leave me feedback and let me know what you thought about the video. If you have any favorite go-tos for meal prep, leave me a comment and let me know so I can try it out. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share if you know anyone else who would like ideas on plant-based meals for meal prep. I will see you on my next video. Bye.